Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. There's the Bitcoin Honey Badger. Today is October the 8th, 2018. Strong hand, long-term thinking, unconfiscatable. This game is not rigged. Yes, Bitcoin is not rigged. This is where the big boys play. Hey, happy Canadian Thanksgiving Day. I know you're all eating your Canadian turkey up in Canada. I think that's what you do. I know it's cold. All right. I want to remind everyone that Bitcoin punishes the 80%ers. It punishes the impulsive. But for those of you who are not impulsive, tune in this Friday. This Week in Bitcoin is at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. There are going to be some special guests besides Gabriel from Venezuela. He's going to be on. But speaking about Gabriel from Venezuela, we're going to he's on the ground there, so we're going to hear about what's really going on there. But there is a tweet that I linked to below, okay? And it's a pile of cash. It's the Venezuelan equivalent of $1, but it's Venezuelan bolivars. You got to check it out. It is linked to below. Everything I talk about in this video is linked to below. You can get t-shirts, Trezor, discount codes, discount code on the event that I'm going to speak at next. Oh, yeah. I'm going to speak at an event in the beginning of December. You can use the Meister 20% discount code. You type in Meister, and you can see me and a bunch of other people on December 3rd and 4th in New Orleans, Louisiana. Yeah, baby. I'm speaking there. Vortex will be there. Also, Blake Anderson will also be there. Oh, it is going to be a blast. What's it called? It is the Digital Currency Con New Orleans, December 3rd and 4th, 2018. So here I'm in Santiago until the 20th. Then Thanksgiving, I'm going to be back in Baltimore. Then I'm going to New Orleans, baby. Haven't been there for a while. Oh, yeah. When I valued my wealth in women, back when I was in college, I went to Mardi Gras. Oh, that is like the worst of... It's funny if you're like 19 years old, but you're not 19 forever. And a lot of the people there doing some things, they think they're 19. They're not 19. Oh, it's a disgrace to see. So anyway, pound that freaking like button. I'm not going to be throwing any beads or anything like that or showing any shirtless Meister of anything. No, it's going to be an awesome Bitcoin talk. And you, if you're in New Orleans, if you're in the South and you want to meet the Meister or Blake Anderson or Vortex, this is going to be a fun time. Seriously, December 3rd and 4th in New Orleans. Everything is linked to below. 20% off if you type in Meister, M-E-I-S-T-E-R. You can follow me on Twitter at TechBalt, T-E-C-H-B-A-L-T. No doubt I will be retweeting lots of stuff about the Digital Currency Con in New Orleans. And for you people who pay close attention to my Twitter feed, I already retweeted something of theirs last week when I was just finding out about this. We were in the early stages. Now it's final. All right. Raptorman R sent $2 in the super chat. He says, Bitcoin is the new stable coin. 1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin. Dude, it's always been the same. These stable coins, they're trying to convince. I mean, there are people out there that are fans of Tether. I mean, they really are. They're like, oh, maybe I'll have to go. Why would I go to store my wealth in Bitcoin? I'll just keep it in. I can't believe this nonsense. No, Bitcoin's always been the stable coin for the people who aren't gamblers and 80%ers. Okay. All right. So let's move on to talk about proof of stake. This is from Matt Odell. Proof of stake proponents will tell you that it is better for the environment. But that's just marketing BS. In the end, there's two simple benefits with proof of stake. 1, way easier to pump since there is no miner sell pressure. 2, large holders and more influence, have more influence and power to dilute others. Okay. And he goes on to say there needs to be a major proof of stake chain failure before this proof of stake narrative loses steam. Because if you are on Twitter, if you're in social media, if you go to these events, there are all sorts of people preaching proof of stake is better than proof of work. My coin is the next Bitcoin because it uses proof of stake. No, your coin isn't the next Bitcoin. No, proof of stake is not better than proof of work. And yeah, one day one will fail and then they'll stop talking this, or maybe they'll stop talking this nonsense beforehand and they'll just move on to some other coin that they're going to say is the next Bitcoin that has some other mining algorithm. All right. James Delgarico. Bitcoin is a well-storage system, he says, and he sent $1.99 in the super chat. Thank you. Oh, yeah. And thanks, Rafterman, also. Thank you both for your continual contributions to this show and the super chat with your sayings of wisdom and knowledge. Yes, Bitcoin is a wealth storage system, according to James, who I've met James before. He's an awesome dude. So speaking of people who don't know how to store their wealth, Binance suddenly releases a statement, and I link to it below. Binance will make a change to our listing fee policy. And when I'm saying people that people over that are on Binance are gamblers and stuff. That's what I was referring to previously. But anyway, they're going to change their listing fee policy starting immediately, and going forward, we will make all listing fees transparent and donate 100% of them to charity. Project teams will still propose Project teams will still propose the number they would like to provide for a listing fee, or now more appropriately called a donation. Binance will not dictate a number, nor is there a minimum required listing fee. So back in the day, people were saying that Binance was asking for huge fees to be listed. They were telling altcoins, you got to give us a lot of Bitcoin to be listed on here. But now they're saying it's just a donation and it's not set. And if you're a coin, you could just contact them and tell them how much you want to donate, and everything's great. All right, that sounds on the up and up, doesn't it? So yeah, again, you want to deal with trading, you deal with organizations like that. If you want to deal with holding, if you want to deal with strong hand, if you want to deal with not being impulsive and being a long-term thinker, then you're at the right place. You just put it on your Trezor, baby. Pound that freaking like button. You don't gamble. Anyway, what is this? I'm gonna have to adjust. You guys like the honey badger there? I like this shirt. They didn't used to, well, it was somewhere else for a while. I'm traveling with it now, so you'll see a lot of it. Okay, what is this? Oh, this is a Vinnie Lingham got quoted in this article. Now, parts of this article aren't good, but I did like the tone of this statement. And I like positive, I'll give Vinny some credit here. It's the biggest experimentation on a grand global scale in the history of mankind. Never before have so many people been involved in the technology industry, running a series of experiments with total disregard for profitability and revenue and income. It's kind of like unbridled technology and innovation. So let's hope it's kind of like unbridled technology and innovation. So let's hope a couple of winners come out of it. Now that last line, let's hope a couple of winners come out of it. He's a little biased there. He doesn't want Bitcoin to be the main winner. Well, who knows what he wants? But we all know Vinny's style and everything. So yeah, that was a good quote. It's an interesting article. He almost says EOS is the next Ethereum. I don't even know why even bring this up. Don't get interested in that kind of stuff anyway. Stick with the Bitcoin. Don't get, you shouldn't even own any Ethereum unless you know how to send the Bitcoin. And so many people, they don't. They think they go to Coinbase, they buy everything that's listed there, then they think they own it when they really don't own it because they can't send it. You if you've got stuff listed on Coinbase, you don't really own it. You don't control your private key. Just if you're new to this video series here, if you're new to this channel, that's some info for you. Okay, be a Bitcoin firster. Here, great illustration of the power of Bitcoin's halving on price. I linked to this tweet, which shows a chart below. Only Bitcoin halving, only 19 months to go. We are in the green zone. Chart gives you an idea of what has happened to Bitcoin fiat price in relation during the past halvings, going up to past halvings. Hey, it doesn't mean it's going to happen again, but it is a reminder that you should, if you go by this interesting chart, I think you'll check it out. I think you'll be even more convinced that you better have a strong hand until at least after that 2020 halving, baby. I mean, this is not something that you just buy and then you sell tomorrow. We're talking long-term stuff. You can't be, and there are so many temptations to sell and the panic, all the crypto noise out there. We've been through it many a time on this channel, and it's only your fault if you fall for it. Why? Because personal responsibility is the new counterculture. Okay. Bitcoin is reputation insurance. I was thinking about this. Well, you can't get sued for it. They can't take it away from you. You know, when someone's trying to ruin you and they're suing you to oblivion, there's your insurance. They can't take it. And the other thing, if someone does destroy your reputation for some reason, you can just take your Bitcoin anywhere and start over. Go to another country, start over. You have a new reputation. You don't have to care about fitting in. Fitting in is overrated, first of all. You don't have to care about fitting in when you have FU money, which is Bitcoin, baby. All right. Oh, here. Coinbase sends out this email monthly now, apparently. I obviously, I bought from Coinbase in the past, so I'm on their list. I get sent this, your monthly crypto roundup. This is just Coinbase being Coinbase, but I just want to point it out, the direction this company is going on. Stay up to date on the crypto market. Check your portfolio. Here are prices as of October 4th at 9 a.m. Pacific time for all crypto on Coinbase. Their percentage change over the previous 30 days. And then there's a button that says, check your portfolio. God, portfolios. And it lists all 5 of the coins that they sell on there. Doesn't make Bitcoin out to be better than all the rest. They want you to have a portfolio. They want you to store your stuff there. Hey, they're going to get a lot of newbies into the space. They're going to confuse a lot of newbies about, well, they're not going to inform a lot of big newbies that 1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin, because they're just showing the fiat price of all these things, and that Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin. That you don't have to diversify for the sake of diversification. You don't have to have a crypto portfolio. My God. Here we go. Bitcoin Magazine has a good article out there. goTenna and Samurai Wallet's new mobile app works without internet access. Now, I think people have asked me about this before. That's why I'm sharing this. So there's the article for all you dudes interested in that kind of thing. Hey, if the internet goes down, you're still great because of goTenna and Samurai Wallet. What's this? Oh, yeah, here's something. Yesterday, I talked about how at one point I was just waiting and waiting for the price of Bitcoin to go down to 759. It had already gone down to 780, and I was going to buy 5 or 10 more at 759, and it only got there for 1 second, and then I didn't act, and then I regretted it, of course. But no, I have no regrets. But it was a lesson. I learned a lesson that you value your wealth in Bitcoin. But that story happened 2 years ago, basically 2 years ago. And even telling this, part of the story now, it feels like 10 years ago because so much has happened. I mean, some of you who are new to this are just like flabbergasted that Bitcoin was even ever at a point where you could think it was going to be at 759, that it was in the 700s. But man, it's so vivid in my mind, how Bitcoin didn't used to move, it moves hundreds of dollars a day, sometimes $1,000 a day now. it wouldn't move that, $10 a day. We'd make a big deal when it was gone from 750 to 790. It was so big. And it seems like a different world. And it just shows how much has happened in such a short time span. What adventures we've had, and what else is going to happen in a shorter time span between now and the 2020 halving? I mean, we can't even imagine it now. Putting that story into perspective. A $759 Bitcoin story. There was no B cash. There was so little of anything in the space. No ICOs really or anything like that. Look how much things have changed in 2 years. It feels like 10 years. What's the next 2 years going to feel like? 30 years? And I don't want to rush things either, man. You got to enjoy every moment of life. But this is unpredictable. So if someone tells you, Bitcoin's dead, Bitcoin's the granddaddy, man, they don't know what the heck they're talking about. This is a wild roller coaster of an adventure. They probably weren't around 2 years ago. They don't have that Bitcoin wisdom and experience. I tell all of you people to seek it out. Just don't. There's so many people out there talking ICOs. They've been in the space since 2017. They make themselves out to be a veteran. Find people that can remember that were around before the previous Bitcoin halving in 2016, and can it tell you the importance of the 2020 Bitcoin halving. So many people that get into this space don't even know that basic. What a halving is. Litecoin has a halving also. So there is a funny Krypton of me. I put it on the cover of yesterday's video, a little preview square, whenever that is. Yeah, I linked to it below. These Krypton guys are pretty funny. It's a funny little picture. And again, if you didn't see it yesterday, check out yesterday's video, just in the archives, disruptmeister.com. But I linked to the Krypton of Adam Meister. It is pretty funny. All right, then. Okay, so click on the squares if you're watching this on tape. Go to disruptmeister.com. Bang that bell button if you need a reminder when this thing goes live. Disruptmeister.com. Techbalt, TECHBALT on Twitter. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Check out the link section below to read the articles about everything that I talked about in this video. I will say hello to all of you guys in the chat right now.